Your sample before you do anything, you want to check the cylinder, oxygen cylinder, see whether it's full or not. So all the other valves are locked. You don't need to adjust it, especially the regulator. You don't need to adjust it. The only thing you need to do is to open this cylinder. The other one will be locked, and if this cylinder is empty after you open it, then you can let us know. So the only thing you need to do is when you come to the oxygen cylinder, open the one that is unlocked. Track this pressure gauge, not this one. This one is after the regulator. Check this one. If this one is over 500 psi, right now it's 2,500 psi, that means the cylinder is full. Then you know you have enough oxygen. If this pressure is less than 500, you might let us know. We can open the other cylinder for you to use.
We introduced our tube furnace for oxidation, so for the silicon oxidation. So normally you can use a whole wafer. This is 4-inch whole wafer silicon wafer. Use that for oxide, top side and back side. And before the oxidation, you need to clean the wafer. This is very important for both of your wafer and for our tube furnace. You can imagine if there is some polymer on your wafer or some metal particle or metal pattern on your wafer, all of the metal and the polymer will burn away and damage your wafer and also damage our tube furnace. In this tube furnace, 2D is only used for the thermal oxidation, silicon thermal oxidation. It only can accept the silicon wafer and quartz plate, or quartz bolt. Other materials cannot load in there, such as no glass slide. The silicon wafer cleaning, you can use a standard process such as RCA1 and RCA2. The RCA1 is used for remove all of the polymer, and RCA2 you use to remove all of the metal. Or you can use the Piranha in one step instead of the RC1 or RC2. Piranha is very hot, so self heat up chemical. After you mix the sulfuric acid and the hydrogen peroxide, it will heat up. So after the RC1, RC2 or Piranha, you need to use a BOE to remove the native oxide on the surface, on the silicon surface. So after that, you need to transfer the whole wafer from our general chemistry room to here. Choose a good slot for yourself and place on the boat. Before you load the oxidation, you need to check the temperature of it. I suggest that when you want to load your wafer, the temperature should be around 400 degrees C. If that is too hot, if you want to load in 1,100 degrees C, so it'll be very, very dangerous. The process should like this sequence. Clean your wafer and then place your wafer on the boat, load into the tube furnace. And after that, you need to heat up set the recipe and heat up to 1,100 degrees C. And then switch the gas line from nitrogen to oxygen. So the oxidation only happens at a high temperature. Start from 1,100 degrees C, and then oxygen accuracy field. So you don't need to worry about the temperature is too high to already oxide. It can't be because there is no oxygen in there. We use the nitrogen to purge the tube gas line, the furnace tube all the time. So after the temperature go to 1,100 degrees C, and then you switch from nitrogen to oxygen, and then you can start your timer. The oxide happen. Go to here, so around 400 degrees C. So it's ready to load your wafer, right? And safe to load. The thermal oxidation glass should place on the top shelf, because some of the time, if you unload the bolt, it's still very hot. If you place on here, it will burn out our glass. $200. Here is load and low temperature. This is our coarse road. So left only one hand length of the coarse road. Right now your bolt should already in the center of the tube. Here, center in the central part. A handle, probably I should reverse. Handle should be here and source over there, and the center in the central part. And all of show here is the temperature from the detector. And so it's right now it's for 440 and 530 and 500 at the handle part. Your wafer, you need to choose the recipe number 3 to go up to 1150 degrees C for all of these 3 zones. I will show you how to set the recipe from the idle process to the oxidation process. The first thing you need to press the clear and the display. So right now it shows display mode, and what you need to choose is a programming mode. So right now you press number 1. You can see program mode, and if you want to check your parameters, I mean the temperature, you need to choose. You need to press the number 5 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So here is a star marker show here. So right now it's ready to check your recipe, and after that you need to press the recipe. So right now you go to the recipe. The A means the zone. The RC means the recipe. The A1 means number 1 recipe 1. So what we want is the number 3. We need to press 3. All right, and enter. And then after that, press the temperature. The temperature shows the RCA, the recipe number 3. The temperature set the set value is 1150. So this is for zone A. So if you press 2, it shows zone 2. You press 3, so zone 3. So after check, and go to the execute mode. I mean the execute mode. You need to press the clear, and then number 3. So jump to the execute mode, and after that you need to press the enter and the recipe. So right now the recipe in running is the recipe 1. What you need is press enter. So after you press enter again, so it shows the star here, and you need to choose number 3 and enter. Ready? Go. Go to the displays mode and check the temperature. Clear. 0. Display mode. Temperature.
Open this cylinder, check the pressure. If it's larger than 500 psi, you should have enough oxygen for you to run for 2 or 3 hours.
It's ready to do the oxidation. So what you need is switch the gas line from nitrogen to oxygen. When the oxygen go into the tube furnace, the oxide will happen. And check. So right now, this gauge is control the nitrogen, and this gauge control the oxygen. So, and this flow meter for nitrogen, flow meter for oxygen. You can see that right now the nitrogen flow meter is on, so it's around 5 or 7 liter per minute. What do you need? The nitrogen is on, so what you need is to turn off the nitrogen. So you see the flow meter right now is go to 0, okay, and turn on the oxygen. So you see the ball jump up. So right now the flow meter show that it's around 5 liter per minute. So the oxygen goes through here, from here, through the meter and go outside and here and go to the tube. So you can stop your oxidation process by turn off the oxygen current immediately. So right now I want to turn off the process. So there is no flow of oxygen, and turn on the nitrogen. After around a 10 second or 30 second, there is no oxygen in the tube furnace, so the oxidation process will stop automatically. Even the temperature is still 1100. Okay, after you switch from the oxygen to nitrogen, and you need to turn off the cylinder, oxygen cylinder, clockwise. After you are finished the oxidation process, the temperature show here should be 1150. So what you need to do is to set back to the recipe number 1. Display mode. Number 3. Recipe. Enter. A star marker. Number 1. Enter. Run. That's it. And you need to check the recipe what you choose. Clear. 0. And the recipe. So that means, so right now it shows that you are running the recipe number 1. And you also can check the temperature. In this way. 0 temperature. So it shows going down for a while. I suggest you unload your wafer after the temperature go to the 400 degrees C. If you load around 600 or 500, it's still very hot. After the temperature cooling down to 400, so it's ready to load your wafer out. Open the door. It's off. And use the rope to pull them to the
The crossrod is very expensive and very easy to damage, so be careful. Use a shorter crossrod to pick up your bowl.
Place the jar back. Finish the lock shape.